Welcome back to our Cesar Chavez worksheet. We're going to get started right away. Don't forget to write your name up at the top. Number 1, how did Cesar Chavez help out on the family farm when he was young? If you need to go back to the story to look, please do so now. Remember, you can pause this video at any time. There is one thing he did on the farm when he was a young boy that he helped them do. Okay, what was that? It's on the first page. I'm going to give you a hint. Number 2, what important lesson did Cesar's mother teach him? So what is something important that Cesar learned from his mom? Okay, so remember he had a hard time because at school he was punished for speaking Spanish. But his mother taught Cesar to find peaceful ways to solve problems. So let's write that. His mother did what? She taught him to find peaceful. What does peaceful mean? Take a look at that prefix and suffix there, okay? Or that suffix rather. We don't have a prefix, but that root word. Peaceful means full of peace. His mother taught him to find peaceful solutions. I'm going to continue to his problems, meaning she didn't want him to fight others. She wanted to problem solve by using his words and to come up, maybe say some nice things and to think things through instead of arguing. So his mother taught him to find peaceful solutions to his problems. Number 3, how did Cesar's life change when he was 10? What happened when he was 10? What did that cause? Okay, I want you to think. I don't want you to just write the event that happened. I want you to tell me how his life changed. How did that affect him? Number 4, what was Cesar's plan to help the migrant workers? What was Cesar's plan? Let's think about that. He wanted to help them by doing what? He organized the workers to do what? Okay, look at that last page. And the last one says, what are the characteristics of a biography? Does anyone know what the characteristics of a biography is? That's something we're going to talk about tomorrow, but I'm going to give you a heads up on what the characteristics of a biography is, okay? So now we know that a biography is non-fiction, which means it is true, okay? I'm going to get that page up for you so we can look at this. So take a look. This is what we're going to talk about tomorrow. A biography is a true story of a real person's life, is written by another person. So in the story Cesar Chavez, we know it is non-fiction, and it's what? And is written about a real person. So now it's nonfiction, which means it is real, it's a true story, and it's written about a real person. Now, what was that second thing they said, or that we just talked about? It's written by another person. That means that Cesar Chavez did not write the story about himself. Someone else was the author of that story, and they wrote it about Cesar. How cool is that? How do you think you would want your story to be written? And who do you think you would want to write your story? You know, remember last week we talked about point of view? Think about this. Would you rather have your story written by your mom, or by maybe your brother or sister, or maybe your dog, if dogs could talk? How would everyone's point of view of the story be different? I'll tell you what, if my mom wrote my story, she would talk about how I help her with her cooking and cleaning. And if my brother wrote the story, he would talk about how much we argued and how stubborn I was. And if my dog talked about me or wrote a story, he would talk about how I always feed him and pet him and play with him. So I'm the same person, But all those points of views were different. My mom felt different than my brother, and my brother felt different than my dog. So remember, point of view can change based on who's telling the story. All right, boys and girls, great job. Remember, you can pause this at any time. Once you're finished, I challenge you to go on and do that fluency game on Wonders where you can read those words, the oo and the sound. Nice work.